Hello, hello. Hi, surrounded by perverts. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good time. No worries. I know you're on vacation, so I appreciate you just popping in. No problem if you gotta go. But yeah. Like I said, hope you're having a lot of fun. Right, let us get all sorted. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Righty. Sounds like Suika Fruits music. It is. Lo-fi Suika Fruits. Okay. All right, last time we did chapter 7. I'm going to try and remember what happened. I think we confessed. Tatsuo, you have to redo your drug test? Oh no. I hope it goes well. Sorry you have to redo it. That's no fun. Yeah. Are there certain things that like flag as like a false positive or just unclear? Let's see. Last time we got some lore about the mirror boy. Aw, boo, Tatsuo. That's stinky. That's stinky that it's their mess up. They didn't do what they were supposed to, and now you have to, get delayed. That's a bummer. Sorry to hear that. No fingerprints in the drugs, though, so. Right. Like I said, last time we got a bunch of lore about the boy in the mirror. Our spirit board friend, feels guilty that he didn't save him. So, yeah, it does suck that you have to pick up for their failures. Good news is your streak still stands. Congratulations! Woohoo! Nice. Very excited for you. Woohoo! Okay. All right, let's see. We met Hibiki. We're trying to help him out. I think that's mostly what I remember. We can't see Toka anymore, but he's still with us in spirit. Yeah, and it sounds like we're going to part with Koharu. That's the bummer. In the middle of the night, I woke up feeling thirsty. My bed's so comfy, but I'm really thirsty. Oh, I've done that before. Guess I'll go get some water. Although I agonized for a lot longer than it's like, oh, I'm so tired, but I'm so thirsty, and I don't know what's winning right now. I reached for the nearby remote and turned on the light to my room. Because you scared the crap. Sorry. I was acting, Mochi. I was just acting. It's okay. You're feeling thirsty and not in the fun way. Literal bodily yeah. Biological necessity of water. It's okay, Mochi. It's okay. You leave it. Leave it. Thank you. Because you scared the crap out of me. Where did you come from? Huh? It's okay, Mochi. While I was asleep? Oh, I see. Oh yeah, that was the other lore that was dropped last time. Because we made like basically a husband and wife deal, the fox curse. We accidentally did it and then or did the curse, and now he has to stay by me or else I'll get hurt. Oh, I see. Still, it's reassuring to know he's worried about me. I'm grateful, but could you not lurk around in the dark like that? Yeah, shout my name, boy. He's got a point. Ah, right. I got thirsty. I was going to head downstairs for some water. Oh, he's so sweet. He's getting me water. I like that. I like that a lot. It's okay. I can do it myself. Exactly. That is not the context I want you to be shouting my name in. Yes. I want you to shake your fist in the air and be like, Lolli! Because I performed the ultimate prank. Watching him stand up, I smiled. I'm glad I woke up. I drank some water and let out a long sigh. Ah, much better. I was glad my thirst was quenched, but maybe it was because Koharu startled me that I was wide awake now. Or maybe I'm just happy he's here. Ever since hearing about the spell before bed, I'd been questioning it. I don't want to feel like this. Oh, come to think of it. Cashew Lolli the platypus! Koharu, about the spell you mentioned, do you know how to lift it? Koharu seemed caught off guard. Huh? What's wrong? We have to get divorced. We can't get divorced. Then why are you blushing? It wasn't as though I told him I loved him or anything. Why was he blushing now? We gotta do it. Well, maybe. I don't know why he's being secretive about it. Sure, I don't mind, but could you share one example? I want to know what you found so far. It does sound like consummate the marriage. Why is he panicking? What could it be? As much as I'd like to sleep, I'm wide awake now. I'll make some herbal tea. Maybe that'll help me get to sleep. As he spoke, Koharu filled the kettle and lit the stove. Oh, don't worry about it. I can make it myself. Yeah, I guess I did say that. But despite feeling a bit guilty, I decided to accept his offer. Fine, I'll leave it to you then. He certainly does seem cheerful about it. Koharu really comes alive whenever he's in the kitchen. After 10 minutes of steeping the tea, Koharu poured it into a mug. Bless you, Mochi. Thank you for the tea. I blew on the tea to cool it down and slowly took a sip. Ah, the smell is so vibrant. This is delicious. Smells caffeinated. Chamomile. Chamomile's the sleepy tea, though, so I think it should not be. Pretty rare for you to start a conversation, Koharu. I was usually the one bringing things up, like the fox's wedding and Hibiki, so this was a nice change of pace. What is it? Curious, I leaned forward and Koharu laughed. I am? I've never really considered myself to be heroic. Oh, did you hear from Yukimoto? Then Hibiki... Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. As he recalled his meeting with Hibiki, he seemed to gaze off into the distance. He called me to a classroom at the school, but it was located in the mirror world he lives in. Everything was blue and mirrored, a version of this world devoid of any sound. It felt like I was inside Hibiki's heart. I hope it understands that I only permitted that term as like a one time. I don't want that. Don't test it, but. All right, all right. We'll see. We'll see if we have to readjust that at some point. He showed me the paper and coin he used back when he was a child. Seeing them, I took a step back. I didn't think he'd still have them. When someone has a strong emotional attachment to an object in life, it can appear with them in death. It can be something that meant a lot to them or something that carried regret. It varied from person to person. For Hibiki, that object was the tools he used to conjure the spirit board. Not super lucky, though, for you, Hibiki. Be strong. That was what I told him to be. Washed with regret, I quickly changed the topic. I immediately knew it was you, Lolli. I couldn't picture you in front of the mirror. Or I could picture you in front of the mirror, calling out to Hibiki. I felt a mix of joy and irritation. Aww. Oh. Hibiki smiled as he said that. The same beautiful but sad smile he had right before he took his own life. Oh. I told him he had to endure everything on his own, and he did, right up to the end. And I couldn't do anything. All I could do was watch. I am the lying liar who lies. Yeah. Oh, Hibiki. Hibiki fell silent then. In the silence, I thought about what to do. Then it finally came to me. I placed my finger on the coin under Hibiki's finger. I moved his finger toward the shrine drawn on the paper. Seeing Hibiki's expression drop, I continued. Hibiki looked at me, puzzled, his mouth opening and closing a few times without words. Then, after he spoke, I released the coin. Hibiki looked up at me weakly, confused and unsure. I smiled and patted his head, wanting to ease his worry. Aww. After nodding, tears started forming in his eyes. Aww. Oh. Poor Hibiki. Then at the end, when we had gotten past his tears, I saw his real smile, the one I'd been wanting all these years to see. Oh. Happy as I was to have Koharu's gratitude, I was more happy to know the two of them had reunited. I'm really happy to hear that. I truly am. If Hibiki's heart stabilizes and he's able to cross over, there could be no happier ending than that. I guess you have a point. That's right. Okay. Let's see. We're on chapter 8. Going for the good end. See? Didn't I tell you, Koharu? Koharu cocked his head, and I gave him a mischievous smile. I told you some people don't forget. I won't forget you, just like Hibiki didn't. Even if my feelings aren't romantic. I promise, I won't forget you. You're supposed to marry me, man. You're supposed to give me a kiss. Maybe I'm the only human who's got an effect on you like this. He ruffled my hair with his fingers, causing me to laugh. Few hundred years, huh? Those words alone were proof of the different worlds in which we lived. If I were to be a spirit, I would be able to be with him for so many years. I harbored this wish in my heart, not wanting to say goodbye to him. Oh, you're right. I guess we got carried away talking. Then I heard something drop. My mom had returned from her night shift and stood there, looking pale. Oh no, she heard. Oh, that was, huh? Hey, no, 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 no. Mom, that's not it. You say that now? If he had told me he was that engrossed in our conversation some other time, I would be salooning. Mom got the wrong idea, and if I became a spirit girl, do we need to call a number? No, 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 no. Don't want to botch that one, so. Mom, I said that's not it. Thanks to my sister chiming in, things were able to work themselves out. Multiple numbers. Early morning. I waited for Yukimaru in front of Lolli's house, but that bastard overslept again, didn't he? I told him I was heading to my village to look for a way to lift Lolli's spell this morning. Kiki? I planned to leave and place Lolli in Yukimaru's care. I care about Lolli, so I wouldn't have a problem with it. But that's not the case for her. Yukimaru entered her home, and I took a step toward my village. Why didn't I consider this was getting in the way of her future? Yukimaru was with me through the morning, and walked me to school. I heard Koharu had set off on to his hometown to find a way to lift the spell. According to Yukimaru, though, Koharu already knew how to lift it the original way, but he was still trying to find an alternate method. I wonder if the original way to lift the spell is really dangerous or something. Koharu was kind-hearted. Perhaps he was worried about the risks and was looking for another way. Those were my thoughts as I changed my shoes. Morning. Yeah, I bumped into him. I said that so Sayaka wouldn't get the wrong idea, and Sayaka sighed with relief. Sorry for making you worry, but I'm all right now. I noticed her hand on her chest, her relief evident. Sayaka then smiled. Oh, that's right. After last night's event, my sister invited me to visit her shop. I'd almost forgotten. She said the new display she'd been working on was finally ready. Hey, are you free after school today? My sister invited me to her shop. Maybe you can come next time. I'll just go by myself today. Apparently, the new display. We started chatting about my sister's shop as we walked to our classroom. I had a feeling that Yukimaro was somewhere nearby since he had mentioned that he'd pick me up after school. I didn't want to keep Yukimaro waiting, so after school, I hurried to the school gate. Huh? Where's Yukimaro? Curious about their conversation, I looked in the direction they were pointing. What? Koharu? I immediately ran over to Koharu and called out to him. Koharu! Seeing Koharu look wary, I couldn't help but laugh a little. You seem to be pretty popular. Some girls were talking about a hot guy over here. Indeed. Nosy indeed. Oh, there's somewhere I have to go today. I'm taking the train into town to visit my sister's shop. No, you should. You should. If you want to, that is. I'd never really seen Koharu engage with other people before. Well, he doesn't seem very fond of Sayaka. If you prefer not to, I can just ask Yukimaro to take me instead. What? No, that's not what I meant. Ooh, we're making him jelly. It's like, well, maybe we'll just take Yukimaro instead. He then firmly took my hand, leading the way. Green Yoshi! Hello, welcome! Happy Thursday! You haven't missed too much. Let me give you the quick recap. Last episode, we met the Yandere Hibiki. We got more of his lore. And then we found out that we are kind of locked into the Fox Bride curse. And that's why if Koharu leaves or even talks about like parting ways with us, we get sick. So he's trying to figure out a way to like lift that. And so at the beginning of this episode, all that really happened is we went to go visit, or we saw Koharu's perspective. He went to go visit Hibiki because Hibiki summoned him last time. At the end of the episode. And so, yeah, they had their like moment of peace. Basically, he was just kind of like, Hibiki was like kind of arguing that it's just like, hey, like, you don't have to feel like, girl told me you felt guilty about what you said to me, but that's like what gave me strength. And he's like, yeah, but you like ended up like unaliving yourself. And he's like, yeah, but like not because of that. So, anyways, he was just kind of like, he still had the old spirit board from when he was a kid. And so that was something that like if an item has like significant value to you, it could come over, or if it holds significant regret for you. And so anyways, Koharu like very dramatically is just kind of like, hey man, like you need to tell me to go home, like set me free from the board. And like Hibiki like looks sad, and then he ends up said, he's like, okay, I release you, I set you free. And he's like, cool, now I want to help you as your friend to cross over. And he's like super moved. It's very sweet, very, very sweet. So, yep, he just has to marry us forever. Yeah, he's being kind of sus about like, you know, there is a way to lift the curse. And it's like, okay, cool. What is it? And then it gets all like red in the face. And it's like, I don't want to talk about it. It's like, okay, is, is it a kith? Is it more than a kith? I don't know. Yeah. His intense manner made me glance at him. Is he annoyed or something? Koharu, you're walking too fast. So he's still looking for alternative ways to like help me. And so right now we're on our way to our sister's store. So hello, gaming with Lolbit. What did you miss? Well, since this is your first time here, we're on the final chapter of a playthrough for 9-rip. We are playing Koharu. He is the spirit board, which is like the generic name for Ouija, the non-brand name of Ouija board. Yeah, and yeah, we are trying to make him our boyfriend. He likes us. We like him. We have established these things, but he's being. At some point, we're going to have to part. Is the fear? So we're trying to figure out. Yeah. Yeah. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we play this pretty much weekly as best we can. So this is our third playthrough for 9-rip. There's multiple suitors, and so they've all been really interesting. So, yeah. Is something wrong? It looks like you're upset about something. Suddenly, Koharu's face began to flush red for some reason. His laugh seemed forced, and his expression looked really tense. What could it be? He's a bad liar, but I like that. I like when they're bad liars. We got on the train and soon arrived in town without incident. Yeah, it's not too far of a walk. Come on, it's this way. As I spoke, I instinctively held Koharu's hand, guiding him through the narrow city streets. That wasn't weird, was it? My heart raced as I glanced at him. He seemed unfazed, which was a bit disappointing. Maybe he thinks the only reason I took his hand was because of the spell. Or maybe he's never thought of me romantically. I need to stop overthinking. I shouldn't keep expecting him to feel the same way about me. I should just enjoy this moment. I'm into bad liars. Brings a new twist to strip poker. I guess. Oh, no. Actually, I was worried about dragging you along on my personal errands. I'm glad to hear you're having fun. Well, that's on me, too. It makes sense Koharu would feel that way, but it was still frustrating. Alright, let's bring up the curse. I don't want to feel this way every time we talk about the spell. I decided to bring up the spell intentionally and keep the conversation going. I'm actually kind of grateful for the spell. When I said that, Koharu cocked his head to the side, giving me a dubious look. I realize this might sound sneaky, but I think the reason you care about me and spend time with me is all thanks to the spell. Koharu laughed bitterly. You always blame it on the spell. Well, I can't blame him for thinking my attraction is because of it. But the more I get to know you, Koharu, the more I see the good parts of you. I kind of feel like it's crazy not to fall in love with you. Regardless of the spell, I think the outcome would have been the same. What do you think, Koharu? I was serious when I asked the question, but Koharu looked back at me, shocked. Maybe that was the wrong question to ask. His laughter caught me off guard, but seeing him laugh made me smile. But it's still a little embarrassing I said that. Yo, bro, I feel a little rejected here, man. All right, all right. That's good to hear. Hearing him say he's happy gave me hope, but given our uncertain future, I hesitated. When I arrived at my sister's store, she was quite surprised to see me accompanied with a man she'd never met before. After they greeted each other, my sister began bombarding Koharu with pointed questions. Well, you see... Yeesh! There are razors behind that smile. Big sister looking out for us. I nervously glanced at Koharu, and to my surprise, he too looked very serious. Oh? I thought he might find it all bothersome, but seeing the serious side of him made me swoon. What? I quickly grabbed hold of my sister's arm. That's enough questions. Finally, as their conversation ended, I sighed in relief. Just then my sister's colleague approached. We decided to head home after considering how busy my sister seemed. I'd already taken a photo of the display she created and was glad I came. Yeah, no problem. I'll see you when you get home. My sister gave Koharu a quick bow and then hurried to the back of the store. Hey, Koharu. Sorry about all those questions from my sister. I was expecting him to complain, but instead, Koharu's expression softened. I didn't expect her to be so aggressive either. His words were somewhat unexpected, yet they felt magical as he said them. She just wants to know how worthy you are to become her brother-in-law, indeed. I hadn't realized how wonderful it was to hear someone speak highly of your family, especially from someone who you care about. Thank you. I'm so glad Koharu came with me today. I was nervous about coming here with him at first, but I was filled with joy that he had joined me. After leaving my sister's shop, we went straight to the station just as Koharu had promised to my sister. Though I wouldn't have minded a little detour, I couldn't let Koharu break his promise. Even though I realized it would likely be the first and only time we'd come to the city together. As sad as that was, I was determined to stay positive and just be grateful for the time we had. Smiling, we made our way back to Narimekahama. As we made our way back on the train, I made sure Lolli sat down. After a while, she began to nod off, likely due to staying up so late last night. No. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try to stay awake. Don't worry about me. She was clearly struggling to keep her eyes open. Gently, I placed my hand on Lolli's head and guided her to rest on my shoulder. Oh. In that case, I guess I have no choice. Slowly, Lolli closed her eyes. An order, huh? This might be the last time I get to use that line. Once we were back in Narimekahama, I'd have the chance to lift the spell. After that, I'll find a random way to haunt her, and that'll be that. No big deal. And puckered up for a gift? Yes. Yes, indeed. Loneliness was not a new emotion for me. The goodbye would be just like the countless others I'd experienced. Or at least that's what I kept telling myself. Otherwise, I'll end up betraying my clan and breaking a taboo. I considered it, but dismissed the thought quickly. I took Lolli's hand. If only I could stay until she finds her way. I should be allowed to do that much. Despite agonizing over how weak I was, I moved closer to Lolli. Oh. Thank you for today, Koharu. I had a great time. Upon reaching the station, I thanked Koharu, and he responded with a subtle nod. Shall we head home then? As we began to walk, Koharu was the first one to take my hand, making my heart flutter. Koharu's invitation for a walk caught me off guard, but I immediately smiled and accepted. Getting to spend this time with you? It almost feels too good to be true. She said without recognizing the foreshadowing. What's that mean? The flags. Uh-huh. But I am awake. I did fall asleep on the train. Does he think I'm still groggy or something? It's like, Lolli, you haven't been alive this whole time. Boo! I see dead people. It's the sixth sense. I found his choice of words odd, but not wanting to dwell on it, I changed the topic. As we walked, the conversation turned to our normal, casual, everyday chatter. Haley Joel Osment intensifies. Yes. We shared laughs and expressed mild surprise. We also nodded along with each other. It was familiar, yet Koharu seemed distant. By the time we reached the beach, my head was brimming with questions. What's your problem? Why you being like that? When you gonna kiss me? What's going on, Koharu? You seem different. Unable to pinpoint exactly what was off, I asked. He seemed to be expecting my question. He looked completely unfazed, which only made me even more anxious. Koharu sighed softly, then looked me directly in the eyes. So it's finally time. I felt my body tense up, my spine instinctively straightening. No problem, gaming. I appreciate you popping in. I hope you have a lot of fun. Yes, you'd mentioned that before, so what are you going to do? Koharu looked away awkwardly. His cheeks were red, though that could have just been the color of the setting sun on his face. Ew! He said the words softly. Excuse me? I beg your pardon? I thought I heard what he said, but I wanted to be sure. Man, we could have been removing curses in the car, at the movie theater, in the room. Come on, man. My face instantly heated up. I opened and closed my mouth like a fish on land, totally speechless. Glub glub. On the beach. Oh, okay. So it's either kissing, get married, or other things he doesn't want to mention. Mm-hmm. 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 We know what that means. Butt stuff. I'm just kidding. I see. So that's why Koharu was researching this for so researching. I see. I know what websites he went to research. Green Yoshi, that emoji. Wow. Thank you for the cake. It's not even my birthday yet. I love that you have that. For free. Exactly. I don't mind at all. I spoke with a smile, but it was only half true. What if my feelings for Koharu are fake? The comfort I feel by his side, the satisfaction I feel when I see him blush, the elation when he calls my smile cute. Were all these emotions a lie? That's what truly scared me. Yet part of me held out hope. If my feelings for him were genuine, then perhaps he would believe me. Koharu then took hold of my shoulders, his expression tense, his posture nervous. I nodded nervously. What? His suggestion caught me off guard. It was an awkward and harsh request. It seemed he truly doubted the feelings I had for him. His lack of trust is really starting to annoy me. But I knew his desperation to break the spell was for my sake. Despite my fears, I can't wait any longer. I grabbed Koharu's clothes with both hands and pulled him close. Yay! Go us! Bold. Is this how he breaks the spell with everybody? What the heck, man? Our lips met in a sudden clash. Rather than just the sensation of the kiss, I felt something deeper stirring within me. Kiss, kiss, fall in love. Ba-na-na-na. Yeah. It was the affection I held for Koharu. My true emotions were flooding back to me. I understand now. All my anxiety melted away, and what remained was the love I had for him. I was overwhelmed with relief, joy and the comforting rhythm of my heartbeat. I still love you, Koharu. I didn't think it would go like that. Let's go to plan B. Let's do the other method, wink. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Wait, does that mean we don't get to do I think a butt stuff invokes a new curse? I don't know. Depending. Koharu said nothing. He just stared at me, bewildered. Although I was disappointed by his reaction, I felt slightly refreshed. Sorry for being so sudden. It might be strange, but I was just so happy. All right. Man, I don't know about that. Stop. I'm moving on. What a relief. I'm so glad my feelings for you are real. After murmuring to myself, I tried to pull away from him, but he tightened his grip on my shoulder. Marry me. Kekkon kudasai. Kekkon onegaishimasu. I brought it up, that's true, but you kept going, so it's fine. I'm just saying we can stop it here, so. Huh? It's fine. I'm not mad, it's fine. Before I could even express my surprise, Koharu pulled me close. Woo! Our second kiss unfolded unexpectedly. Despite his forceful pull bringing us together, our kiss was gentle and tender. Keith! Exactly. Keith! No way! The warmth from Koharu's lips was something unlike anything I'd ever felt before. My mind went blank and my body swayed. Without words, our touch conveyed everything. He feels the same way. Slowly, we drew apart and gazed into each other's eyes. Our faces were so close. I could feel his breath on my lips. My heart pounded, and I doubted it would slow down anytime soon. Why did you apologize? Oh, But my life isn't normal already, right? My only wish is to be by your side. Silently, he hugged me tightly, and I buried my face into his chest. Turns out I'm a vampire, and that garlic killed me. Now I am in the spirit world, and we can be together forever. Koharu, that's too tight. Upon hearing my voice, he quickly let go, and I took a relieved breath. Kekkon onegaishimasu. Marriage, please. Cute. It's been so long. I hadn't heard such words from him in some time, and it had a huge impact on me. But those words weren't exactly what I wanted to hear. Koharu, you love me, right? Right? I said you love me, right? There's a right answer and a wrong answer. I'm going to throw you into the ocean if you give me the wrong answer. I'm going to tell my friend to keep summoning you and annoy you for the rest of your eternity. Because I want to hear it. I want you to tell me. Koharu coughed nervously then. Man, what are you doing? I mean, it seems like I love you. Do you like me? Check yes or no. What do you mean, seems like? Yeah. Yes, hell yes. Fuck yeah. All right. I didn't know what would happen next, but knowing he was by my side alleviated all my fear. I didn't have to be afraid of spells anymore. Feeling happy, I held hands with Koharu, and we went back home. As we arrived home, Koharu changed into his spirit form and came into my room. He said he had something important to discuss with me. What did you want to talk about? I wonder if it's about the curse. Koharu's expression shifted into a serious one. Okay. Of course I felt the same way as him, so I didn't know why he said he was being selfish. What is he going to suggest? Koharu let out a sigh and nervously continued. Yeah, I remember the gist of it. They eloped, right? The moment I answered, I felt nervous, realizing our situation was similar to the one in the story. What the heck, man? You're not gonna elope with me? But if you tell them about it, what's going to happen to you? So, you don't know what's going to happen? Koharu nodded but laughed. He said that, but I felt no reassurance, only fear. If something were to happen to Koharu, there must be some other way. Yeah, I have the paperwork here. Just sign on the dotted line, sir. Be Mr. Lolli. All I could think was, oh, what if you just never haunted me? Then we could stay together, right? I feel the same, but right. I guess. When he puts it that way, what could I say to him? Koharu knew how I would react, which is why he gave me this warning. Okay. I agreed, and Koharu let out a small sigh. Another kiss? Bwam, 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 bwam. I've been feeling good. I don't know the lyrics. As soon as he said that, I couldn't believe what he did next. He made the sign of the fox with his hand. What does the fox say? Ring ding 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 ding. Ring ding 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 ding. What are you doing? That action alone brought back some traumatic feelings, and I couldn't help but feel guarded. Ooh. Ooh, it's a promise. He's making a promise. Oh. I don't know that one. I did not watch Phineas and Ferb, but I'll take your word for it. But what if you get sick like I did when we're separated? I don't want to think of it as a spell. I'm missing out. Yeah, I think, like I said, I didn't have a lot of, I didn't have, I'm thinking Phineas and Ferb was Nickelodeon, right? Yeah, I didn't have, yeah. The only things I get to see from Nickelodeon are like things that are on Netflix now. Or, yeah. So I was late to the Avatar: The Last Airbender game, and what else was I late for? I was late for everything. Disney. Oh, is Disney? Oh, even more. Yeah, same thing. It was like same cable plan that I did not have. Ah, that was when I finally realized he was doing the spell for my sake, to put me at ease. He would be the one to get sick, and yet he was still worrying about me. I suppressed my emotions and took a step closer to him. Now make our fox hands kiss. Kiss, 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 kiss. I followed his action and made the fox symbol. Koharu seemed to have been waiting for me to do so, and then he spoke. Kiss! Koharu moved his hand towards mine, and our foxes touched, thus completing the spell. Woo! Kiss 2.0! I nodded and looked up. Then I smiled at him, the same smile he claimed was cute. I'll be waiting for you. No matter how much time passes, I'll always be thinking of you. Even if I marry somebody else, I'll always remember you. I'm just kidding. And just as he said he would, Koharu immediately set out. I stood there in a daze and tried to figure out what to do next. Welcome back, gaming! After I finished changing, I went down to the kitchen. All right, we got a kiss from our boyfriendo. He has to do some paperwork and then he'll come back. Not a euphemism for going to number 2. But yeah, I went down to the kitchen. When Koharu returned, I wanted to be sure he could try some homemade cookies. I'm going to make something so delicious that he won't have to teach me. I got started and... Oh, hi, Yukimoto. I was baking some cookies just now. I'll let you know when... yeah, ghost paperwork is wild. Yes, ghost admin. Ghost bureaucracy. I see. Hang in there. They'll be ready soon. Come to think of it, I should tell him about the spell being lifted. Yukimaro, about the spell. We were safely able to lift it. Hmm? What decision? Ghost paperwork, ghost birth certificate, ghost Magna Carta. There was the ghost restraining order. A lot of paperwork. Ghost, what's the... What's the one... What's the one before you get married if you're scared that they're going to take your money? It starts with a P. Prenup. Thank you. Ghost prenup. So yes. So I don't steal his ghost inheritance, I guess. You knew about that? Yes, national ghost treasure. Yes. I see. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'm sorry. It's just that the solution was embarrassing. I bowed in apology and looked up to find Yukimaro wearing a mysterious smile. Do I really need to tell him? I mean, my feelings haven't changed. Though happy, I found it hard to shake off my embarrassment. Yukimaro, do you know anything about Koharu's clan? You have this feeling that everyone can see me as a ghost due to how pretty they. Oh, I mean, we are the main character in this game, so yeah, we get to see all the ghosts, all the handsome ghosts. Sorry, for the big gulp. Oh, and what would be common sense for spirits? World of the spirits. In the spirit world, to interfere in human affairs is considered undesirable and against common sense. However, it is not strictly forbidden, and there are no punishments for it. Good. Huh? But then how could you and Koharu do your jobs? Could it be that he's going to lose his job? How are we going to pay this ghost mortgage? Seeing Yukimaro nod, my blood ran cold. Koharu's clan certainly did seem strict. Did I ask for too much? Something that would make him betray his clan? I was filled with a very bad feeling. However, all I could do was wait for Koharu to return. Despite my brooding, Yukimaro pushed me to focus on my future career path. I went to visit schools and started working part-time at the local cafe. We're going to go into ghost bankruptcy and get sent to haunted boarding house. Yeah. Until we pay off our ghost IRS debt. Yukimaro worried that because he had helped me find my path, he'd be released from his duties as my guardian spirit, but that wasn't the case. Yeah, I could use ghost money to pay the ghost mortgage. Well, not if he loses his ghost job. Probably because I was still so worried about Koharu. Then, a few days later, please let Koharu come back safe. All I could do was pray. If something were to happen to him, if I knew this was going to happen, I would have never told him my feelings. Tears clouded my vision. But then, a large gust of wind blew through the shrine. "Sup, girl?" In the wind, I thought I heard something and looked up to the sky. Was it just my imagination? Several more days passed, and I found myself baking cookies yet again. I wonder how many batches I'd made. The oven's timer chimed, and I rushed into the kitchen. It was God talking to me, yeah. I took them out of the oven, and the sweet, savory scent wafted through the air. Looks like they came out good this time, too. I placed the freshly baked cookies on the kitchen counter and gazed at them blankly. Sweets. Sweets always used to make me smile, but... Tears began to fall from my eyes, drop by drop. Now I feel like the only thing that could make me smile is... weed cookies, a ghost favorite treat, only where it is legal. That has not been adopted across all ghost provinces. Seeing him had me tongue-tied. Koharu walked over to me and picked up a cookie, popping it into his mouth. He chewed and swallowed the cookie before flashing me a smile. It was chocolate chips, so he just had brown stuff all in his teeth. Yeah, I'm a grape soda addict. Yeah. I grabbed the front of his clothes with both my hands and eagerly peered into his eye. Singular. Welcome back. They were the words I'd longed to say to him. Let's go upstairs. As he saw me speak through tears, Koharu's smile turned a little bitter. Grape soda isn't bad, yeah. But Green Yoshi, do you like grape soda more than you like Monster Energy? Are we going Big Red? Is Big Red still the winner? You prefer grape juice. That is the yandere in the mirror. He's also purple. Well, no, he's more blue. He's blue. Just kidding. He's blueberry juice. I prefer fermented grape juice, so wine. As I shook my head from side to side, Koharu gazed back at me, his smile softening. Yeah, grape soda isn't too bad. You like? Nice. This is... Koharu is the source of my smile. Oh! I wanted to stare at his smile forever. I didn't want to be parted for even a moment. Yeah, Monster Energy's hair isn't a vibe. That's true. He had kind of doofusy hair. It was like, meh. But he was sweet. I did like him later. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fun. You just got a new word. It's wine. Yes. Right. He's come home. There's going to be something after. Don't worry. Is the sound gone? Did y'all not hear a song just now? There should have been a song the whole time. Oh no. Oh no! I'm sorry. What the heck, man? Well, you just saw my head bobbing along. What the heck? I don't know why. Okay, well, just know that there was an ending song. Shoot. My bad, y'all. I mean, because y'all have been hearing the voices this whole time, though, right? Just the voices in my head? Oh, no. I figured we heard all the voices. I heard it through my headset, so. Yeah, copyright ninja assassins work quick. Maybe. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know. Weird. Okay, we heard my voice. But have you been hearing the characters talk? Like the voice work from the dudes? From our boyfriendo? Have we heard his voice? Holy moly, stop. Oh no. I had no idea. I'm so sorry. You guys are missing. I'm so sorry. That's like the best part about these Otome games. No, oh, maybe the volume was too low. All right, I'm always unsure because sometimes like the music will start blaring and you guys are like, no, too loud, and it's like, okay, and so I guess I just course corrected too much. Well, sorry about that. Okay, well, I've turned up the volume now, so I've turned up the volume now. So let's go ahead and hopefully y'all hear it now. After that, Koharu seemed very tired, and he collapsed on the spot as though he'd passed out. Thankfully, there's no sound yet. Yukimaru swiftly came and carried him away. Figuring he needed to rest for the night, my reunion with Koharu was cut short. Yukimaru told me not to worry. But I barely slept. Yeah. No, y'all are so sweet for humoring me. Okay, there's music now. Do you hear music now? Can you hear me now? Chotomate. Let me see. Let me try a thing. Okay, you can hear it? Okay, good. Good. So strange. Okay. Weird. Okay, great. You only noticed when you couldn't hear me. Interesting. Okay. well, like I said, I appreciate y'all bearing with me. Okay, very low. Got it. Yeah, I have the music a little bit lower just because, like I said, sometimes when like the opening intro goes, it's like blah, blah, blah. But voices should be good. We should hear it soon. Since I didn't have school or my part-time job for the day, I waited in my room for Koharu to wake up. I just can't bring myself to focus on anything else. Then I heard a knock at the door and quickly bolted up to open it. I figured it would be faster than simply responding. Waiting for me on the other side was Koharu. After letting him in the room, I let out a sigh of relief. I'm so glad you're all right. I was so worried after you collapsed.
悪いな、心配かけて。里を出てから休まずに来たのがいけなかったみてえでさ。
Voices yes? Yay! Sorry. I should have been better about sound levels because his voice is so good. I feel like I have deprived y'all of something very, very good. The kiss, scene. Like, he said a lot of nice things. Does that mean he hurried back to see me? How about something to eat or drink? Anything you need, I'll go get it. You can hear him, you just can't understand him. Yeah, I see. did the kiss scene have sound effects? I mean, it had like music and like, you know, feelings, but it wasn't anything like nothing like that. Wanting to alleviate his fatigue, I was about to leave the room when
いや、いい。それよりも、話がある。
I don't like that. Let's talk. We need to talk. I'm just kidding. I like communication, but it's ominous. Of course, I wanted to hear about what happened, but I'm so nervous. I nodded slowly, and after some time, Koharu began to speak.
結論から言うと、お前とのことは一族に認められなかった。嘘を言っても仕方ねえから正直に言うが、俺は里の者たちに捕らえられてな。いろいろな術をかけられたんだ。お前を諦めさせる術やら、お前を忘れる術やら、何十、何百とな。
But then, Koharu, you...
平気だ。何も変わっちゃいねえ。お前への思いの強さがあったおかげでな。
Gaming, okay, so he is of the spirit world. He is not of the human mortal realm like our character is. So he is like a Ouija board, a spirit board personified. So his clan upholds some rules about, you know, divining with the spirits, and so that is the clan he's referring to. So despite the seriousness of the moment after hearing that, I couldn't stop my smile. And yet, if they didn't approve of our relationship, does that mean we have to be apart?
そうじゃねえ。俺の一族からの追放だ。
What?
一族を裏切り、個人で人に干渉する恥さらし。術も効かねえし、どうにもならねえからって、そういう処分を下されたんだ。
No. I never meant for him to be kicked out of his clan. When Yukimaru first told me about the rules of the spirit realm, I was worried about Koharu's life. I was relieved that he was safe, but this was still a lot to take in. This is all my fault. I'm so sorry. I'd only considered my own feelings and not what could happen to him. If I hadn't told you how I felt back then. If only I had thought more deeply about the different worlds we lived in. My heart filled with regret as I thought back on all those what ifs.
やっぱり、お前はそう思うよな。だが、お前が後悔するのは間違っている。こう、まじないに惑わされ、お前の思いを、俺は信じなかった。
Yeah, I mean, I think it's okay. Like, he might be very willingly choosing to be with us, right? But that can't be helped.
仕方なくなんてね。お前との未来を本気で望んでいたなら、まじないなんか気にせず、腹決めて、お前より先に告白すべきだった。
What? First? Koharu's gaze drifted to the bed behind me. Wink.
この部屋で、お前が思いを告げてくれたよな。あの時の俺は、何も答えられなかったが。もうとっくに、お前に惚れてたんだよ。
Aww, he loved us for a very long time. Feels okay, man. Yeah. Koharu's hand reached out toward me.
なあ、わがままばかりで悪いが、お前の告白はなかったことにしてくれ。
With those words, Koharu pulled me into his arms. Woo! Our faces were so close. I could feel his breath on my lips. His eyes captured mine, and I was unable to look away from him. Wow. Wow.
お前が好きだ。
Oh. So pretty. The words he had been too embarrassed to say before. He'd shown me his blushing face. He'd made my heart flutter so many times, but none compared to the way I felt about him at that moment.
お前が俺を求めてくれるのなら、いつまでも共にありたいと思っている。
Forever!
人とあやかし、生きる世は違えど、互いに愛する気持ちさえあれば、何も問題はない。
Oh, that's very romantic.
この思いを受けてくれるか。
I accept. My heart was beating so fast, I couldn't find the words to speak right away. Ever since I'd heard about his clan, my heart had been filled with nothing but regret. Yet hearing him talk like that now... Gaming, I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. Yeah. Have a good bedtime. Night-night. I took a deep breath and stared back at him. Then... Of course. I love you too, Koharu. It didn't matter who confessed first. Our feelings were the same, and so sooner or later, this was bound to happen.
ありがとう。これが俺たちの始まりになる。
His face moved closer, and I closed my eyes. Woo! Wow, wow! As I received his gentle kiss, I gave him all of my heart again and again. All the events that led up to that moment replayed in my mind. At first, I was scared and intimidated by him, but the more I got to know him, the more I saw the warmth of his heart. Meeting Koharu has made me truly happy. Capture time! Capture time! I'm so glad I fell in love with him. I believed those words from the bottom of my heart. I knew that we would face many challenges from here on out, but I also knew that, with him by my side, we could get through anything together.
必ず幸せにする。約束だ。
Yeah! And I'll make you happy, Koharu. That's a promise too. And so, the two of us raced toward a happy future together. He moved in immediately. Woo! Aww, that's very sweet. Yay! Done did it. Done diddly done it.
お前との未来はこれからだと思ってる。お前がなるべく普通に人間として幸せになれるようにするから、これからも信じてついてきてくれ。あんまり言葉にするのは得意じゃないんだが、愛してるぜ。
No, what's they'd be half though. They'd be half human, half ghost. So, host babies. Goomans! Goomans! Woo! Wow. We did it! Aw. That's very nice. That's very nice. Aw. I like this. I like this game a lot. So, alright, we'll have to figure out, next playthrough, I guess. Yeah, it seems like we can finish this. We can finish this, and then, apparently, a new, a sequel for 9-Rip has been announced. I don't know the time frame, just, it is in the works. So that's exciting. I try not to look too much at it, though. I haven't posted about it because, like I said, I don't want to see too much because we're still working through it. But yeah, sad boy. Yeah, it might be time. We got a lot of lore about Hibiki, so it might be time to give Yadare a chance. I think he looks very cute and sweet, and I like a teensy bit of freak, so that's fine by me. A chance. Take me into the mirror. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. I hope y'all had fun. Look at this. Another playthrough under our belts. So good on us. All right. My next stream is actually not till Sunday. I'll be out of town doing some stuff and some things. I'll share bits and pieces, but when I come back. But yeah, Sunday on Iriam. Yes, thank you so much, Green Yoshi, for coming, and thank you, Surrounded by Perverts, and yeah, thank you everyone who was able to join. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, with that, let me see if anybody else is streaming that we know. Let's see. Oh, we got Smole Rage Maddie. We've rated before, a recommendation. So let's do that. Smole Rage Mati. Yay! Yes. Have a good night. Bye, Tatsuo. Thank you so much for coming in as well. Oh, I just put their name. Raid Smole Rage Mati. I just put their name in. All right, raiding. We raiding. I don't have a raid message, so you know, y'all can freestyle it, whatever you like. Thanks so much. Have a good night. Bye bye.